Dare to live a life worthy of your death. Dare to live a life worthy of your death. This past weekend, 2 billion people celebrated the public execution, torture and execution of a peasant teacher that went around proclaiming a kingdom of forgiveness and mercy, of justice and peace, of healing and love. Dare to live a life worthy of your death. What does that mean? Maybe it means that when you're laying in your deathbed one day and you're looking back at your life, you can be proud. That I did something that was worthy. But maybe it means something else. Has anybody ever had a near-death experience here or died? There's something that happens when you die or almost die, and you think about it and you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be here right now. All of a sudden you have new eyes to see what you never saw before. And you have a choice to live your life differently because of that experience. You've experienced death, and now you experience new life. Maybe this phrase is talking about metaphorical deaths. Maybe there's something in your life that you had to give up, that you had to die to so that you could reach out and grasp something new. A lot of us here are foreigners. We don't belong to this country. And so to come here, we had to die to a former life. We had to die to those relationships so that we might start new ones. Maybe it's death of a dream for a career. Maybe it's the death of a relationship to start something new. As I was thinking about this, I thought about the single man or woman that has to die to get married. All the choices and opportunities of all these potential mates has to die so you can have this new life of security and stability with one person that loves you and takes care of you. Dare to live a life worthy of your death. Sometimes there's a physical symbol. Sometimes when we move into a new place, a new life, we get a new name. Sometimes we change our name to adjust to this new country, this new land, this new language. Sometimes it's because of a marriage that a name changes. We have a new identity in this new life. The old life has to die, but death is hard. Death requires grieving. Death usually will be accompanied by tears. But the only way to new life is through death. There's a movie that's old, a Batman movie, called The Dark Knight Rises. It's old. So there's the bad guy named Bane, and he talks like this. He has a mask over his mouth. And he puts Bruce Wayne, Batman's character, in this pit, in this prison, to break him. To break his heart, his body, his spirit, because there's no escape. And Bruce Wayne, he gets healthy and he's training his body, and people try to get out of this pit. And so they strap this rope on them and they climb up this wall and they try to jump to the other side. Yeah, everyone fails. And when they fall, they're hanging by this rope that's cutting into their their side and to their intestines, and they're hanging there, but they're not dead. So Bruce Wayne is laying there. He's training this old man that's been there forever. He starts talking to him. He said, "You don't fear death." He says, "Of course, everybody fears death." He said, "No. Death gives you a power that you wouldn't have without it." He says, "What do you mean?" He says, "There's only one person that's ever escaped from death. If you want to get out, you need to do it like the child did, without the rope." So what Bruce Wayne has to do, he has to climb up this wall and make this jump with no security, with no looking back. If he doesn't make it, he will die. It's like the Vikings that would burn their ships. It's like the Chinese that would break their pots to say, if I don't succeed, I die. The only way to get what I want is to have no way back.